and you're just like, how could it be that much worse when I studied so much in college? But it literally is that much more information, and it is that much more studying. I don't know. So yeah, last Sunday I was gonna make a video of the vlogs and stuff, and then we actually have pre-study assignments for each of our classes. So the day before our class, we have to go online and look and do an assignment that the teacher has. And so I was like, how long could it take? Maybe an hour or two. So I started it, and then it took me like 5 or 6 hours. And then I was like, okay, no time to do a YouTube video right now. I gotta concentrate on school. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so it took 5 hours for me to do my pre-study assignment on Sunday, the day before school started. And then I didn't get that much sleep, and then school started, and we had class from like 8 to 12, and we had anatomy lab. So we had class from like 2 hours of classes that day, and then 2 hours of anatomy lab. And then the next day we had four hours of classes, which is usually how it is. It's kind of alternates. And so yeah, after that I was so overwhelmed. I was like, wow, I don't know what went on in class today. I have to go and review everything. But then you go home and you start reviewing, and you realize it takes you 2 or 3 hours to review one class material, and then you have to do the pre-study for the next day, which takes like 4 or 5 hours. And so I was so overwhelmed at the beginning of the week with all the information. I was scared that I wouldn't be able to do it. I just had that moment where I was like, I don't know if I'm like ready for this. But then I kind of went to, I wasn't like breaking down. I was just in my mind. I was like, oh no, this is not good. But then I went to one of those like help sessions that the school had, and a lot of people go to those, and they gave us a bunch of tips about what in the material that we should be concentrating on, what we shouldn't. And I realized that there was so much material that I was spending so much time on that I didn't need to, which is, I think, a big problem in medical school. You have to know what's important and what's not important to study. And my approach to the material was that I wanted to learn everything possible and do every assignment thoroughly, because I was like, if to be a good doctor, you have to know everything, right? And so that's what I was doing, but it was taking me way too long, so I wasn't learning the important stuff. So that for the first 2 or 3 days, that's what I was doing. So I got really behind on the